Abercrombie, The Koalition. I was fascinated with this film, especially with Chris's character, of trying to find not both the humanity, but to convince a robot, essentially, the complexities of a human emotion. So I was wondering, was there a psychological approach that you took to the script where you're trying to prove that, humans are more than just one thing? And even though you yourself may not know whether or not you did this crime, but there are different, not outcomes, but there are different reasons as to what could have happened.
Yeah, it's a mystery that's unpacked as we start the movie, both in terms of what the audience understands about this character, but also what this character is learning about himself, and in learning to reveal about himself in this courtroom. And so, for me, what I was trying to prepare was playing a character, essentially removing aspects of myself to reveal something, to reveal this character. And ultimately it came down to a very pivotal moment for me that I knew that if I could get that right, that the movie would really work, which was the moment when nobody knows if he did this or not, including him. That it's not outside of the realm of possibility that he could have done it. There's a certain level of darkness within the character. So psychologically, as I was approaching it, I was just trying to think, if I lived, I always just try to imagine myself as the character, but just a completely different set of circumstances in my life that have led me to be that in that space. I'm not always, that's usually my approach with a character, is like, this is me. Just everything in my life is completely different, has led me to a different spot. How do I get out of it? How do these approach? So like the fact that he's got an alcohol problem, that he's gone through the trauma of losing his partner, that he feels disassociated in his relationship from his wife. He feels really guilty for being a bad husband. He's guilty of a lot of things, not necessarily murder, but other things. And so for me, psychologically, how I approached it as this human, and as he's peeling back these layers and also trying to interact with this AI system, it was important to hit that beat where I don't know if I did it or not, and then to start recognizing shreds of humanity within this system that I'm seeing that this thing is all of a sudden using what appears to be intuition, and start ultimately trying to investigate the crime, but also try to crack her the way I would try to crack a suspect in a murder investigation. Using my own psychological tools against her to try to get her to do what I wanted her to do. And so those were the beats I was trying to get, like going from confused to pretty sure I did this thing, to being defensive, to being like, all right, the best thing I can do here is try to get out. And the way I'm gonna get out is to use my own manipulation against this machine, the way I may have used that against suspects in the past.
Thank you.
Yeah.